Y'all ready for this?
Shit. Why do I always start off with that song?
I don't know, but I did start recording because you started doing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Welcome back, everybody, to the It's Movie Time podcast. It's been about 2 weeks since we've done this.
Look, we had to take a break.
We needed a short break.
Life just gets busy.
Yeah, life finds a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff has happened over the past couple weeks.
Yeah, Seth. Tell us about your good news.
You want to start with that?
Yeah, fill us in.
Fill us in. We've had a week break since we talked to the...
No, I have a girlfriend.
Big Z.
Big Z.
Z is the homie. I don't know if she wants me to say her name on the pod.
That's
anymore.
fair. You don't have to.
We decided not to hard launch the relationship till after Pride Month.
Because it's not your month.
Because it's not our month. And I also think she's like trying to like get rid of me before then. It's like a win-win for her.
Yeah.
You know?
She's doing a month trial.
Yeah. Trial is crazy.
Good time to do it.
Honestly, hopefully I don't get returned.
My girlfriend Allie's sister's friend, he's gay and he's hilarious. We're playing Mario Kart and he gets the star power up and it turns his character rainbow and he goes, "Ooh, Pride Month." So funny.
That is good.
Yeah.
Look, I get it that it's Pride Month, but if I played him in Mario Kart during Pride Month, I would still beat him no matter what.
You probably
Just because
would.
it's Pride Month doesn't mean I'm going easy.
No, in fact, since it's Pride Month, I think you need to go just as hard as you would.
Yeah.
Because of how much respect and love you have for that person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you truly respect and love someone, you're not just going to let them win.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, happy Pride to all the gay homies. Also,
The LGBTQ plus homies.
my bad.
Yeah.
I love all of you. Also, happy Men's Mental Health Month, which is like a crazy way to say that. But to all the homies out there who feel like it's hard to talk about their emotions and hard to be who they are because they're men and they feel all these obligations, just know that we see you, we love you, and we're here for you.
And you guys need to talk. Shoot us a DM.
I will say Jackson is my 7-minute guy. But yeah, okay, moving forward, yes, I am in a relationship. She is thebomb.com, has great movie taste.
I don't know about great
I don't
movie
know.
taste.
She has some crazy reviews. I'll say it to her face when she gets here
Yeah.
later.
Because, look, she has rated some movies very well, right? Like, I agree with some of them. Some of the other ones, I'm like, did you even watch it? Did you watch the movie? Did you pay attention?
Look, she did. I think she just rates movies differently than we rate movies.
We need to figure out her rating scale.
Yeah.
Because we've all figured out each other's scale for how we rate movies now.
Yeah.
So we need to figure out what hers is.
Yeah, I think she'll definitely tell you, but she has great taste in movies. Like, we saw Ballerina. She gave it 3.5.
Boo.
But
Yeah,
she's...
all three of us gave it 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, talking to her, she's like, it's so funny. All three of you just gave the movie like 5 stars. And I was like, yeah, because it's a 5-star movie.
Yeah, because it's that good.
Yeah. It's a masterpiece.
Like, easy. Oh, there's the mascot,
There's the homie.
Mr. Oberman.
Obi the homie. Me and Obi have not seen each other for a while. What's
Looks
up,
like
dog?
he's going to fall off the couch, but no, he's just going to lay there.
We're just vibing. We're thriving. We're surviving.
What a guy. He was outside. It's about 89 degrees outside. And
It's hot as shite.
yeah, he was probably real tired from that. So
Oh, yeah. But no, yeah, we'll see her review scale, but I need you guys to respect her.
I
Yeah,
respect
we do
her.
respect. I just need to give her crap about some of
in
her.
fact, I'm going to go comment on her review right now.
Look, if I can give someone crap, it doesn't mean that I don't like them.
No,
it means that I like them enough to care to give them
Yes,
crap.
absolutely. I agree. 100%. That's like the whole basis of our friendship.
Yeah.
But no, okay, let's move on though, because I do want to talk about Ballerina today. Let's start with Ballerina, which I think will be the biggest chunk of what we do. Ana de Armas, John Wick universe, Ballerina. This is in total the 5th movie in the John Wick universe. And is it the best?
Look, I
I think it's top 3 easy.
think it might be my favorite one. It might be a hot take, but I think it might be my favorite one. I think I was a little bit skeptical going into the movie just on how well she would be able to portray this character.
Yeah.
And I thought she was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, she was great.
She killed it. And also I loved, like, don't get me wrong, John Wick has a story, right? It's all about his dog, and then everything just unfolds from there.
course.
You know what I'm saying? But it's more than just a dog. But her story, I thought her storyline was like, obviously you can't really like resonate with it because of who they are.
Yeah.
But like you can kind of connect a little bit more with like her just wanting to get
It's more
revenge for
yeah.
her dad.
Yeah.
Is that a spoiler?
No.
No.
I mean, you see that in the trailer, like killed my parents,
Yeah.
sort of thing. I think so. What you're saying is you connected more with like her storyline of revenge than like John Wick's.
I don't know. I think they just did I don't know if I connected better because obviously like I would be pissed if somebody killed my dog also, you know?
Yeah.
But I think they just did it like goes more into detail about her family and like who her dad was and kind of just like connects you more into her story.
Yeah.
But I was never bored with like the backstory.
Oh no, the movie really
Yeah.
works.
Oh, the opening sequence, bro.
The opening sequence is sick.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing about this movie is there is a gun fu fight sequence with blood, with action every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That lasts about 3 to 5 minutes, if not longer. Like, it is extremely violent and it is extremely fun.
Yeah, when they shoot the crossbow through the dude's face.
Yeah,
The
right.
first, like, 2 minutes of the movie?
Yeah.
Allie leans over and she's like, is this how every kill is? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, you could have warned me.
Yeah. I mean, look, dude, that shit is hilarious. I, like, every time I saw it with Z and her sister and brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And every time I would just die laughing because I love seeing people just get absolutely murked in a movie. She would look over at me. And I was like, yeah, you're just going to think I'm a little freak. Because I
like
am.
how you said freak right there.
Because I'm a freak.
You hit it with the Aunt Petunia freak from Harry Potter.
Freak.
That's crazy. Don't ever do that.
Should we have a
again.
freak off?
No.
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 Nah, dude.
No.
Landon,
Next.
what'd you think? Give us some thoughts on the movie.
I was going to say, I think the thing I like the most is that you really saw her, like, struggling to, like, kill people.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like she's just walking in, just destroying everyone. She's, like, fighting for her life
Yeah.
almost every time she's fighting someone, which makes sense.
Yeah.
And
Well, because it's like her first this is like her first 3 months of actually doing like missions for the Ruscarona.
Yeah.
Ruscarona. And no, I really like that about it is it felt very like, it's not like John Wick where he's like the Baba Yaga and he'll take out hundreds upon hundreds of dudes.
Even though she does go to town on some of those dudes.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, in the whole beginning of the movie, it's like fight like a girl. Like,
Yeah.
use everything in you that you can. Don't fight fair. You decide how you...
Yeah. I loved that training montage too.
Oh, the training
when
montage,
They're,
yeah.
they're practicing with the rubber bullets.
Yeah,
I loved
dude.
that part.
So sick.
Yeah.
And the movie really works on a level of like the action is really good. Like the gun fu is so much fun. But what really was awesome about this one, and this is something that I mean all the John Wicks do well, is like it's not just guns. There's a grenade sequence that's really
So cool.
That has my probably favorite kill in the John Wick universe. There's a flamethrower sequence, which is one of the sickest action sequences I've ever seen.
There's an ice skate sink,
Which
a
is-
sword.
The samurai sword
Yeah.
part's insane.
dude, the dinner plates.
The
Oh,
dinner plates was so funny.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Also, there's one where she literally just duct tapes a knife to a pistol. And she's like stabbing dudes and shooting them in the face as they're stabbed.
Yeah.
And it's sick.
I'm in.
And she's hot.
This is gonna say yours and Landon's favorite scene is just her walking into the club.
Well, that's what my review was just no one wants to kill her because they realize this is one of the prettiest women I've ever seen.
She's a badass. John Wick's in it. And Keanu's great, obviously. we saw with Allie, and Allie hadn't seen the John Wick films, and she thought Keanu. She's like, he's a bad actor. I'm like, no, that's John Wick.
Yeah, that's
like
John
he's
Wick.
just very like he's not really acting. He's just there.
He doesn't, and his character doesn't like to talk either.
Yeah,
Like even in the first movie when the policeman shows up at his door,
John.
yeah, and he's like, "You working tonight?" Something like that.
Yeah,
Just like very simple
it's so good.
one-liners. Like he never really has that many like drawn out dialogue.
Well, it's like in the
scenes.
fourth movie. I'm pretty sure he only has like 12 lines.
Oh, the fourth movie goes so hard, bro.
They all go hard.
That's the thing is I'm like we ranked them, and then went and saw the first one in the theater, and then I was like, man, this might be the best John Wick movie.
Yeah,
But then like 2 goes hard, but 3 I think is a little bit better than 2.
here's what's crazy. I think the best John Wick film is whatever John Wick film is on the TV at that time.
Yeah.
Like that's why the series is so good, is because it's so consistent that like every movie, anyone could tell me that any John Wick movie is their favorite, and I'd be like, dude, yeah, love
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about Ballerina. Like after seeing it twice, really like ingesting some of the kills for a second time, Ana de Armas I think gives probably the best performance of anyone in any of the John Wick films. She's really good. Like really good. Like I was surprised. I knew she'd be good because she's a good actress, but I was just like really on board with it.
Did you see the interview where somebody asked her, they're like, this is your third movie with Keanu Reeves. What would you want like the next movie to be? And she's like, I don't know, something sexy, romantic, John Wick ballerina rom-com.
Dude, I'm honestly
Action rom-com.
in, dude. Well, here's what
And then, then she said, I'm surprised he even likes me after
knock knock.
after Knock Knock.
Yeah. Well, let's give scores, I think. Right?
Yeah, I mean
I think I already said we all gave it 5.
5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
5s across the board.
Yeah.
My review, what I wrote was the shotgun shells weren't the only thing blasting out tonight.
Yeah, that was funny.
Crazy.
My review was that Agni Kai fight versus Ivan Drago goes crazy.
So good.
Dude, and also we didn't even talk about that.
The
The
flamethrower.
flamethrower scene.
I brought it up.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
How it was sick. Like the flamethrower shotgun scene.
Yeah.
It's like they use flamethrowers as a shotgun, which is so. I mean, it's kind of like an Alien Romulus moment, or just like an Alien moment when you first hear her flamethrower start up and she's in the dark and it just lights her
Oh
up.
yeah. Do you want to know what it also reminded me of?
What?
That scene from Batman.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. When he comes up, the elevator comes up, and it's dark, and then you just see him like the muzzle flashes and he's jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gave me that kind of vibe.
Is Ballerina the second best movie of the year?
Behind Sinners.
Yeah. What's better, The Accountant 2 or Ballerina?
The action in Ballerina is obviously better.
Yeah.
I think, like, the overall story of The Accountant 2, I might like it more.
Yeah.
I just, like, The Accountant 2 just made me feel so happy inside. You know?
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
Okay,
facts.
but I was gonna say
My bad.
there was still Karate Kid Legends.
Oh, dude, we haven't talked about
we haven't
Karate
even
Kid
talked
Legends.
about Karate Kid Legends.
I mean, I thought it was sick.
Oh.
I thought it was a lot of fun, and I get a lot of the criticism that people have. I'm like, yeah, like I understand it, but also like, why are you so critical of all the things, like just stupid little things where like the editing, the music they use, whatever.
I have
Also-
one criticism.
What's your criticism?
Freaking Shao Dre is in
Shao
it.
Dre's not
Oh,
in it. And also
fair.
apologize to the diehard Karate Kid fans. We called him Shao Drake on the episode a couple weeks ago.
No, we called him that for about the past 6 months.
Yeah, but
It was me.
Yeah, Seth started
And
it.
then Jackson the other day is like, yeah, it's Shao Dre, Seth. Like we had it both been saying it for.
Well, I
6
just had a
months.
realization that we were saying his name wrong.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay, but I do want to ask, every character, all of Karate Kid, 1v1, who's winning?
Lee
Lee
is
winning.
walking out.
Lee's
of that
walking
fight.
out of that
That's
fight.
Lee is
That's
walking
what
out
I
of that
think,
fight
too.
untouched. Look, I love Miguel.
I think Miguel might get 1 point on him.
I love Miguel, but Miguel not doing none of them flips.
Well, no, he's not doing the flips, but I think he could get maybe one on him.
I think Miguel might have more strength than Lee.
Yeah, I think he's stronger, but like Lee is just faster. And
But Lee, like, dude, the scene in the alley when he jumps off the ladder, like jumps off the garbage can onto the ladder and turns
So
around and
sick.
kicks the dude in the air. Sick. Also, we got to see Joshua Jackson in his Creed era.
Charlie
My boy
Conway.
Charlie Conway.
Dude, killer.
Yeah.
And also, dude, the only thing, my boy Lee, they should have added a couple more scenes in there with him and his boo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He was so cheesy. Like, I think it's one of the reasons why I love Karate Kid so much. Every movie is like over the top cheese.
especially when it comes to these people's crushes.
Yes, it's over the top cheese.
It's like
and
Chow
just
Dre,
so fun.
bruh. He got his Chinese baddie.
Yeah, bro. And when he first starts talking to her and they're in the park and he just starts breaking it down on her.
Yeah, dude. And she's like way into it.
Yeah,
And
and
she's
then-
like, let me touch your
Yeah,
hair.
can I feel your hair?
Like, let me feel your hair.
yeah.
I'm
and
like,
then he gets
damn.
his ass whooped.
Yeah, he definitely.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
Here's the question. Which bully in the Karate Kids would you be most afraid to fight?
Oh, probably the one from this one, too.
Yeah, the newest one probably, but like they're a lot older. If you're
Yeah.
if you're Jaden Smith age, that kid is scary.
Oh, yeah,
because he's
dude.
got his whole gang. No, but
Proud
my
of you,
thing is,
bro.
I'm like, hey,
King?
but
I don't like movies.
I
so
feel like in like the first one with what's his name,
Johnny?
Johnny, he had like his karate homies, but like
they
none
were
of
all
them were that
dorks,
none of them
dude.
were that good.
Yeah.
Johnny was good. You got these guys, and the main kid's good, but he's got the full squad.
And
that
they
have
were
all
all
been trained.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true. They
Like
were
when
all
they're
good.
chasing him and he's like running away, I'm like, oh, they catch him. He's
Yeah, bro.
No, that's
and then
big facts.
Jackie pulled up
Jackie.
and had to hand out some L's to a bunch of freaking 9-year-old kids.
oh, dude.
That's what I'd be doing in Fortnite too.
Hell yeah, bro.
I'd be handing out L's to these 9-year-olds.
if you haven't emoted on a 9-year-old.
I'd be
Yeah.
dancing on these 9-year-olds after. I'd be hitting pump up the gym, pump it up. Be doing that the whole time.
We all joined in.
Yeah.
Well, all I'm going to say is we've also definitely got lost to a couple 9-year-old
Oh, 100%.
kids.
Some of
yeah.
these 9-year-old kids are cracked.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's
they're
why I
on-
can't play build modes
They're on
anymore.
freaking Adderall. They're on Zen.
They're probably in Fortnite school.
Dude, I've been
Probably.
off the Zens, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, how you doing?
So close to that Traeger, but so far
I'm
away.
Yeah.
freaking irritated all the time, but I'm doing good.
I tried so
Hard
hard
and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing,
I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that
All
in
right,
mind.
pause. There's still
Keep going.
there's
sorry.
still another movie, Bring Her Back, that we didn't talk
Bring Her
about.
Back went
Oh,
crazy.
dude! Oh my gosh, Bring Her Back.
I just
was-
want to. I'll say one. I've
We
never
really
been,
missed out on a solid week of a podcast.
I've never
all
been in a
decided-
theater and had literally every single person going like
Cringe.
Yes. When he bit
At, like,
the table
multiple
or when
parts.
with
multiple
the knife.
parts.
There was
The
multiple
whole-
parts where I was
oh.
like, people were like,
Oh, dude! Even just you saying that, like,
Yeah.
Bring Her Back is single-handedly one of the most like impactful horror movies I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, bro.
Like-
Paddington's mom really went sad after he left to Peru.
Exactly. It truly, my review for it, like, it's obviously made by the guys who made Talk to Me, right?
I'll see any movie that these guys make at that point.
Yeah, 100%. And Talk to Me is amazing. This one is like a really great look at grief and like how far we'll go to like deal with our grief and get over it and what we'll do and what we'll try.
What I love about that description of the movie too is it doesn't sound like it would be scary at all.
Oh, it's
like
not.
I was talking to a bunch of the people that I work with because they know that I just love movies, and they're like, "What movie should I go see?" And I kept telling them to go see Bring Her Back.
Yeah.
And I was like, "It's kind of scary, but it's also just like a movie that talks about how people deal with their grief, you know."
Yeah.
And it sounds like not like it would be a scary movie at
No,
all.
it sounds like a drama almost.
Yeah,
It's
but-
just like,
But then when he freaking bites the table and you see the teeth start to
oh no, dude. It like
Yeah,
genuinely
dude.
makes me like sick to my stomach thinking about it. It's great. One thing about them that I really love is in movies, when crazy stuff happens that's super like graphic and all these things, a lot of times they'll just cut away and you have to imagine it. These guys are like, nope, F you. You're going to have to watch this kid put a knife in his mouth and like...
Ew. Make that sound.
No, that's a great movie. That's a great poll.
I was going to say, what I gave it 4 out of 5.
I gave it 5.
I think I gave it 4, 4.5. I honestly can't even remember.
My thing is, like, my review just says I hated every second of that.
Yeah.
And so, like, I think that just shows, like, it's that good. Like, I enjoyed it, but at the same time, like, you kind of hate it.
Like, Landon's face literally the whole time was like hiding his face.
Yeah.
Like, yikes.
I gave it 4.
There was one jump scare that literally made me jump probably 2 feet out my chair.
Which one?
It was the one when it like goes over to the mirror and it shows the demon.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
mirror.
in the mirror.
And Steven laughed so hard. He goes, dude, you got at least like 2 feet there.
Yeah, that's funny.
No, that's a great movie, dude.
You want to know what movie I watched this week?
What?
The Fountain of Youth.
Oh, tell me about it. Natalie
Have
Portman.
you seen it?
No.
Look, that cast is so good. The cast is so stacked. The writing was bad.
Okay.
The writing was bad. I think that's really what made it fall flat for me, was just like some of the dialogue was just so like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But the cast was cool.
Did
so
it
like,
feel like they were trying to do a National Treasure sort of thing?
it felt like they were trying to do like Nathan Drake Uncharted vibe
Oh, nice.
with like siblings, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And then just like how they were going about. I don't know. I wish that it was good. Look, I was telling you this the other day. I just want a treasure hunting movie that's all just about treasure hunting. I don't care about any action. I don't want them to be fighting dudes. I just want the treasure hunting. Like, I want to see how they're solving these puzzles.
Yeah.
And like, that's all I care about. And
Yeah.
I didn't think there was enough of that.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that, you know, the perfect movie to think about is really IMO. There is fighting guys and there's intrigue, but Treasure Planet, dude.
Treasure Planet
great
goes crazy.
treasure hunting
Treasure
movie.
Planet goes crazy. I think my perfect treasure hunting movie, obviously National Treasure 1 and 2 are like almost 5-star movies.
Bangers.
Love them, but The Goonies really is like my favorite treasure hunting movie.
It still makes me sad they didn't get that much of the treasure. They got enough,
They
Yeah.
did get enough. They did.
but they didn't get that much.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
The Goonies, yeah, definitely my favorite treasure hunting movie. I love it. It's hilarious. It's kind of like hits you in the feels, you know, like the purpose behind why they're treasure hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's just good. Sloth.
Oh, that sucks.
Also, it's crazy that gooner is just a thing. Like, someone at work the other day was like, you guys know what a gooner is?
At work, in the
Yeah.
workplace,
Yeah.
they should fire him.
And everyone's like, yeah. I'm like,
Everyone's so excited.
I'm
They're like,
like,
yeah, that's me.
dude,
No, next time that's what the Arsenal fans call themselves.
gooners.
Yeah, isn't that a terrible nickname for your fan base?
Yeah, we all just like, that's insane. All right,
Yeah.
let's move forward from that. So
When you-
not
when
good.
you-
What'd you
when you
give it?
never win a trophy.
2.5?
2.5. Yeah, Fountain of Youth, 2.5.
I give
Apple
it a 3.
TV.
I think Isa Gonzalez is the best part of that movie.
Oh, she's
She's
hot.
good. She is good.
I haven't watched jack shit.
You've been busy. You know, it's like
I-
once you get a girlfriend, it's like you're just with them all the time. And like,
Yeah, you are busy.
yeah, you just get more busy. It's harder to watch stuff.
It really is, but I am trying to get, I'm trying to get there. This upcoming week, we obviously have some great movies potentially with The Materialists, The Unholy Trinity, and How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
The live action.
Yep.
Obviously, for all of us, I think we can confidently say that The Materialist is by far like our most anticipated for this week. For Landon, it's like his most anticipated of the summer.
Yeah, Landon loves
Yeah.
Dakota.
I love Dakota.
I love the cast.
I do love the cast. I love Chris Evans. I think Chris Evans is a good actor. I just don't think he's been put in good movies
Yeah, it needs a
outside
new
of like
agent.
the Avengers.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping that this is like kind of showcases his ability a little bit more.
This is the one.
Yeah.
No, I think for sure.
I mean, I think he had moments in like what's the one, the murder mystery one.
Oh, Knives Out. He's really good.
Oh,
in
he
Knives
does, yeah,
Out.
I forgot that he was in Knives Out. He
And
does
he's
a good
good.
job in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when like the whole world was kind of officially reintroduced to Ana de Armas too.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's great in that movie.
Yeah.
I like always forget that she was in that movie.
Yeah.
Like whenever someone's like, "What would I know her from?" I'm like, I don't really know. I'm like, War Dogs maybe, and I don't go with Knives Out. Literally, like the one movie that everyone
Everybody,
and their
yeah.
dog has seen. It's a great movie.
Good movie.
But Materialists, yeah, I'm stoked. I'm so excited for a rom-com. I'm so excited to just cry at the theater because I know I'm going to.
It's been a long time since we've had a good rom-com too. Like, what was the last rom-com that came out that you were like this excited to see?
This excited to see, it's been a long, long
Yeah,
time.
probably none of them.
Since I've been like this and excited to see a rom-com. I'm trying to think what the last rom-com that came out was that like I truly was just head over heels for.
How many times did you see Anyone But You?
3.
Anyone But You's a fun movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's like it feels like a modern rom-com where it's sort of like you're watching it and you're like, yeah, it's really good and these people are very attractive. But like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Except I do care. I do cry very hard during that movie. I think we watched that movie here a couple of months ago with Megan and Mikey, and I
Yeah.
cried in the corner.
That's Seth's crying corner.
Yeah. Literally, you sit on this, and it's like a waterbed just filled with my tears.
Did you cry in The Life of Chuck?
No.
I didn't either.
I didn't either. It's a good movie. So, backstory on The Life of Chuck. The Megaplex theaters over here where we live, they do a secret cinema.
Just kind of like the Cinemark one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we were super excited to go see the secret cinema because it's a rated R movie. That's all we know about it.
This week.
It's this week. Well, last week it's rated R. And the last time we went and saw Secret Cinema, we guessed what it was because it was also the only rated R movie coming out that week. And they were doing early screenings of it.
Yeah.
So we were able to guess it right. Well, last week, the only rated R movie coming out was Ballerina.
Like,
and
I was so convinced.
Yeah, and they also were doing early screenings of Ballerina on Wednesday. So we were like, oh, Secret Cinema, Ballerina, right? We're going to be able to see it early. We're all so stoked.
Like, we're
all
just ready to see people get murked, dude.
We're all so excited going in there. And then Landon and Seth knew when it said Neon popped up on the screen. I didn't see that. And then all of a sudden I'm sitting there and it pops up and it's like The Life of Chuck. And I was devastated.
No, dude, literally, Neon comes up. And don't get me wrong, I've been really excited for The Life of Chuck. But when you think you're going to watch Ana de Armas murder people for 2 hours, and instead it's like, no, you're going to watch this super, like, interesting, little bit maybe slower, like, drama with Tom Hiddleston. I was like, oh, like, legitimately heartbreaking.
Yeah.
The movie's good, but yeah, I looked at Landon and I go, fuck. And then I look at you and you go, I'm pissed. I go, I've been wanting to see this. And then like 10 minutes in, I was like, the problem is it's good, but I am not in the right mind space.
Yeah.
The movie's good though. We all gave it 4.
Yeah, movie's a lot of fun, honestly. I really, really
Mike Flanagan?
Great. Love him.
Wife?
Yeah.
Landon loves her.
I loved Tom Hiddleston though in that movie. I thought he was fantastic.
Yeah.
The scene where he dances, like the first time in the little plaza,
Yeah.
so fun. Honestly, one of my favorite dance scenes in a movie.
Oh yeah. Very
I was about to
electric.
clap.
Yeah,
Like pulled me in. I was like, I feel like I was right there, and then I was like, oh wait,
Yeah.
we're in a theater.
It's very good.
outside of like Step Up or like Stomp the Yard or anything like where you know
yeah,
that this
dude.
is what you're getting, like a dance movie. What's a better dance scene?
Yeah.
Like Off of the Dome. Maybe we can talk about this on like.
I mean,
give
I
us time
guess
to
you could
think,
look at
but-
like a movie musical, but like because those dance scenes but those are obviously like
You know that they're
Yeah.
gonna be there.
but like just like random like dance in a movie, probably the best. And it literally is like the second act of the movie is the dance scene.
Yeah, I the first act of that movie was so confusing.
But so good.
Well, technically, it's the third act, right?
Matthew Lillard in that act
Yeah,
gives one of the best monologues of all
dude,
time.
Matthew Lillard, he needs to be in more movies.
Yes, put him in everything.
Yeah.
He's great in Five Nights at Freddy's, and he's gonna be in Five Nights at Freddy's too.
Yeah,
I love Five Nights at Freddy's.
You wanna know what that just reminded me of?
What?
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
All right.
Boy, you
Anyway.
should know that
We still haven't seen that.
wanna know
I've
what-
got you on my mind.
I haven't seen that movie yet either. I need to watch that still.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what TikTok? Well, it was a Vine, I think, back in the day or something. But it's the riding around the block with a Glock. Yo ass finna get shot.
Yeah, dude. That's
I was
just,
watching that today. I love that. I think that's so funny.
I gotta clip that and put it in here.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Yo ass been a get shot.
He goes
Because
he's like-
isn't it gunshots?
Yeah.
After that?
He goes.
And he does a pew, 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 pew.
Yeah.
That's a silencer.
That's the silencer. Then. Got.
That's so
Yeah.
good, dude.
So funny.
Some of my favorite scenes from like the John Wick movies are when they're showing them the guns.
Yes.
And like they're like doing the whole thing.
It
I'm like,
makes me want to know like everything about guns. Then I'm like, what would I need this? Like, what would I need
no,
to know
like
all this
it
stuff
just
for?
like is so cool because like it's like in Fast and Furious when you see certain cars and you're like, holy shit, that's insane. It's incredible. Like, and part of it is because they're talking about like the things it can do, the way it looks. But some of these guns look like you're like, holy cow.
Yeah.
And then also seeing Ana de Armas take a shotgun and like do all these things with it. I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah, they had Seth ready to blow up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
Blow up.
love too? I had to lean over and tell Allie this because again, she had never seen the John Wick movies and she was confused as to why when Ana de Armas starts shooting at John and he pulls his jacket up.
Oh, why it didn't kill him?
Yes, I love that all of his jackets are like
Bulletproof,
lined with
dude.
bulletproof. I
Yeah.
love it. I think it's so sick. Like, whose idea was that? Whoever was like, let's make his jacket bulletproof.
Yeah, dude.
I'm in.
His suit is it's so cool.
I'm in. It's so sick. He's just always lifting it up.
Well, like that's dude, John Wick is so cool. Like so cool. And that's the thing is like literally every time he's mentioned, he's on screen. We're all looking at each other like, holy shit, that's our go.
Yeah, and then
that's
the,
our go.
The dude, the girl's like, let's go get him. And he's like, this is suicide.
No, yeah, he's like, no, it's John Wick. This is suicide. He's just one, and he shoots her right in the face.
Also, okay, so we're back on the ballerina because we just did a full circle moment here. Aside from the action and like the acting being so good in that movie, I thought it was beautifully shot. Like some of the scenes, like when it's John, and when you guys go see it, you'll understand. But when he leans back to shoot somebody and the camera angle moves with him, oh yeah, got me bricked up right there.
Dude, yes. I was bricked up a lot during this film. One of the biggest bricks laid in my pants was indeed the shot overhead with her with the flamethrower outside. Where it's just moving along as she's just flame on. Flame on.
Remember when we were watching the trailer and she walks out with the water hose and Landon goes, what's his name? Why did I just forget his
Pat
name?
McAfee.
Yeah. Is that Pat McAfee?
Yeah,
Oh, it
dude.
looked like
funny.
him. The other guy
Yeah, dude. Well, his jaw is
it
insane.
was a Drago McAfee combo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That movie's so cool.
Yeah.
I just want to watch it over and over again.
I need to watch the John Wicks again.
They're all great. That's the
Wick
thing.
is Pain is also so fun to watch. Watch that movie if you haven't seen it.
Seeing like everything that happened with that movie, how like legit.
It almost didn't get made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Insane.
And how they also wanted to use that like style of fighting, like filming the fight scenes for Jason Statham, and they ended up not doing it because Statham didn't want it.
Yeah. It's because our boy Keanu does, dude.
Yeah, I love Keanu.
Gun Fu is sick. It's like everyone loves Kingsman. And I always tell them, I go, if like they haven't seen John Wick, I'm like, imagine the church sequence in Kingsman for 2 hours straight. Like, that's what John Wick 3 is. It legitimately starts with him having that knife fight, and it never stops.
Dude, yeah. And John Wick 3, when they hold down the hotel.
Yeah.
So sick.
Well, John Wick 3, I think is that 3 or 4?
That's 3.
Well, also in 3, when him and Halle Berry are going through that village with the dogs.
With the dogs, so cool.
Yes. Absolutely.
Speaking of dogs, my little guy's over here having a bad dream.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
I had a bad dream the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was it about?
It was just about, like, me never being able to zen again. And I just haven't woken up from the dream yet.
That's so funny. Did you like the Instagram reel that I sent you? The guy giving the ants a Zen pouch every single day.
Yeah.
He's like, I can now flick the stick and it wakes up the ant hive and they crawl up to the top of the stick to collect their Zen.
Dude, it's like remake a Bug's Life with that,
With
dude.
Zens.
With literally them all going, just everyone in a Bug's Life getting addicted to nicotine. Man, that's a funny bit I just did
That
right
is
there.
funny. That would be funny. You should make a short film about it. Do you know anybody who can animate?
No. Unfortunately
It's
not.
too bad.
Kirby might.
Kirby might, you know. Good guy Kirby.
Yeah.
But no, what else is there really to talk about?
Rom-coms.
Rom-coms. Yeah, let's do for the next, we'll do like 5-10 minutes on rom-coms. Obviously with the Materialists coming out, we all love rom-coms here. It's my favorite genre of film. Landon just did a deep dive on rom-coms. Like, he went deep in the street.
Hey, name a rom-com. Any rom-com.
When Harry Met Sally.
I've already got it. Name another one.
Definitely Maybe.
Okay.
What,
Okay, so I've got a list of 10 rom-coms right here.
Okay.
And I'm just going to we're just going to like battle them out real quick.
Okay, me and Lan or what?
Yeah, you two just battle them out. Just like tell me which one you would prefer.
Okay.
Oh.
So
okay.
I've got Definitely Maybe, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Definitely Maybe.
Probably How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Really?
Definitely Maybe has a better third act than How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I think
Yeah, but do you want to know what Definitely Maybe doesn't have?
Kate Hudson
Yes.
and Matthew McConaughey.
Kate Hudson walking out in that yellow dress.
Yeah,
in the third
but it
act.
does have Elizabeth Banks, Rachel Weisz, freaking Abigail Breslin. And it's like the most like, oh, there's one scene in that movie that makes me bawl every time. I forgot to tell you the happy ending. What was it? You. Oh my gosh.
She's going to cry
No,
right now.
that's what I'm like. That movie's good. I'm just a Ryan Reynolds hater, so.
I'm not a big Ryan
freaking
Reynolds
hate
fan.
Ryan Reynolds now. But that movie just, it's so good. And honestly, it was during like peak Ryan Reynolds season. So when I watch it, it reminds me of him back then. And I do like that like the proposal that I liked Ryan Reynolds back then.
Is funny, yeah. I
And
don't
then
like him anymore.
He did the
turned
Deadpool thing and
yeah.
it got weird. But like, and don't get me wrong, like I actually really like Deadpool, but I'm just over him and his wife, low
Fair.
key.
Well, I'm going to also pick How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Okay.
Yeah. Next, we've got Scott Pilgrim versus the World versus Love and Basketball.
I don't know. I haven't seen either of those.
You haven't seen Scott Pilgrim or Love and
No,
Basketball?
I was like,
I've never seen Love and Basketball. I know it's like a bit, but
yeah, no, I know.
I
Are
do
you a
love
Scott Pilgrim fan? I love Scott Pilgrim.
So good.
Yeah.
I think anyone who doesn't like
Chris
Scott
Evans?
Pilgrim, like what was that?
Chris Evans?
Yeah. Oh
Good,
yeah, and he's
yeah.
great in that movie.
Yeah, he's good.
I think anyone who doesn't like Scott Pilgrim, like legitimately just doesn't like fun, poppy, good time movies. Like Brie Larson's great in that movie.
Yeah.
And freaking Mary Elizabeth Winstead is hot.
Obi-Wan's wife?
Yeah. It's a fun movie. I had to watch it in college for like, I can't remember what class I was even in, but they were like, you need to write a 5-page paper on these movies, and the two options were Scott Pilgrim versus the World or A New Hope. And obviously I wrote it on A New Hope because I didn't even have to watch the movie to be able to write 5 pages on that. But then I was like, I'm just going to watch Scott Pilgrim versus the World. And it's good. It's a lot of fun.
Edgar Wright rocks.
Yeah, I was a big fan of that. Okay. This one's going to be easy. This is just the order that they're in. I didn't pair these up on purpose. But When Harry Met Sally and The Proposal.
When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, 100 times.
Yeah.
One of the greatest films ever put to screen.
Facts. I can agree with that.
Probably one of the top 5 best screenplays of all time, too.
Do you want to know what I think might be a hard one? This next one, I have Mamma Mia and 10 Things I Hate About You.
10 Things I Hate About You is better than Mamma Mia.
What about Mamma Mia 2? Let's make it Mamma Mia 2.
Are we just talking pure rom-com?
Yeah.
10 Things I Hate About You is a better rom-com.
Okay.
And honestly...
Is Mamma Mia really a rom-com?
Not really.
The first one kind of, I would say, more so than the second one.
Well, I'm just like, yeah, I guess. I feel like it's more, though, like a calm rom. It's like a heavy-based comedy that just, like, has some romance.
That's fair.
But, no. But, I mean, all those movies are great. 10 Things I Hate About You, that final speech, are you kidding?
10 Things I Hate About You goes crazy. Here's one. This will be an interesting one.
Respectfully.
The Princess Bride and Crazy Rich Asians.
Crazy
and The
Rich
Princess
Asians
Bride
is better.
is a rom-com.
Crazy Rich Asians is better.
Is it, though?
I'm not a big Princess Bride fan.
Really?
I really can appreciate it, and I love that people love it so much.
What don't you like that much about it?
I think
Because I'm the same way, to preface, I'm the same way about a movie that people, worship, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I think that movie's trash.
I think it just never, legitimately, I've seen that movie probably 5-6 times in my life. I can't really recall anything that happens besides, the marriage thing. And, you killed my father,
yeah.
Prepare to Die. And Andre the Giant, obviously.
That scene
but
does go crazy.
I think I don't know. To me, that's just more of a comedy. I get there's
But,
the
the
romance aspect
the
of
whole
it.
premise of it is
I know,
romance,
but
though.
I never once watched it and was like, oh, you know what I mean? It was more of just funny and weird.
Yeah.
That's fair. So Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah, that's a...
Okay. What about this one? How about this one? Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Crazy Stupid Love.
Oh, shit.
See, I don't know.
Dude.
That one's tough.
Here's my thing, because I've watched both of these actually very recently. Crazy Stupid Love a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Forgetting Sarah Marshall maybe a month ago. Got to give it to Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I think Jason Segel's just so dang good in that movie. And I think that him and Mila Kunis, it's the perfect rom-com. All the rom-com beats are met. But also Steve Carell's speech at the end of that movie.
The backyard scene.
But I'll never stop trying.
Crazy Stupid Love. So good.
Yeah. And also,
Ryan Gosling, the best Ryan actor.
yes.
Yeah. Yes.
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 Did you see who just got cast in his Star Wars movie?
Mia Goth.
Oh.
She got cast in the role that Mikey Madison was gonna.
Oh, because Mikey Madison also
turned
is
in.
just taking over from the A24 movie of blonde girl with big boobs. What's her name?
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
Fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, back
I feel
to the,
bad that I just know that.
Back to the rom-coms.
Such a good descriptor. What's her name? Blonde girl, big boobs.
Well, that's
Sydney
her
Sweeney.
Whole marketing thing right now.
She
is
just sold all of her bathwater,
yeah.
dude.
Wait, you guys gotta answer the question.
Oh,
first.
I said Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
What one do you want?
Probably that, except I hate that Russell Brand's in it.
I
now.
hate that too.
Yeah, true. He is funny in that movie though.
Yeah, but
He's an
screw him
asshole
now.
and I hate him, but he is funny in that movie. Again, I'm not supporting Russell Brand, but he was good in that movie.
Yeah, that's fair. What were you gonna say?
Okay. What's worse, genuinely? Someone who takes their phone out for a movie for a couple minutes, or someone who lets their dogs bark at the movie.
Oh,
now, what
dude.
I'm talking about is wearing a pair of sandals, no socks, taking the sandals off, maybe a little bit stinky, and touching other people with them.
Who was touching other people?
Okay.
We were in. I don't know what movie we were in. No, I think it was when we were watching Final Destination. We're chilling there, and all of a sudden I look over and Megan goes, "Look behind you." And
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like-
his feet were just
And the
out.
dude, literally like 2 feet away from my face, this dude's just feet hanging right there, reclined back, and I'm like, "You."
Dude, well, do you
Time
remember
and
during
place,
Mickey
bro.
17? When we got there and I looked over and I go, guys, look at that. This guy's just got his bare ass feet hanging out. What inclines a person to let their dogs bark at the movie?
See, like, in the movie, it's just as bad as when someone does it on like a plane.
It's worse on a plane, but the movie is
Well, no,
terrible.
because I mean, in both of them, you're like right there. You can't move.
Yeah.
I can't just switch my seat. Like I'm stuck there for the 2 hours.
Yeah, a movie if like the movie's packed is just as bad as the plane. If it's not packed, I don't give a shit as long as you're not sitting within 20 feet of
Yeah,
anyone.
that's what I'm saying. When your feet are right next to my head.
It's
Yeah.
just disgusting.
Oh, also, weirdest thing ever. So I saw Mission Impossible again yesterday. Movie starts. It had been going for like 5 minutes. All of a sudden, this dude has this girl on his back carrying her into the movie. Like,
Being
just
loud?
piggyback. I mean, they were kind of like talking, you know, and they walked in. Go through, go past us. She's still on his back, and then he like sits her down. And I'm like, she didn't have like a brace or anything. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? Literally 20 minutes into the movie, he like picks her back up and they leave. Same on his back, never come back in.
She had to have something.
But I was like, what in the
But
world is going
They
on,
have
dude?
it's like the theater is wheelchair accessible.
I mean, look, dude.
You can wheel your chair into.
But
the
they were
theater.
being
can-
like really, you could
Sketchy?
tell they were kind of like,
Were they?
you know, flirty and stuff, being weird. And I'm like, what is going on, dude? Also, why'd you never come back?
Yeah,
They got
20
caught in
minutes
that
into Mission
bathroom.
Impossible and you just don't ever come
yeah,
back?
dude. Look,
It's like those two kids who were smoking the Zaza in the bathroom, and Seth thought he was gonna die.
I thought they were sucking cock.
Well, what's crazy
I
is
was like, dude, these guys are definitely, they're either smoking reefer or they're sucking. Maybe both.
what's funny
One
though
leads
about
to the other.
that one was funny is because I don't think they knew what movie they were
I don't
in.
think they knew what movie.
'Cause
they
we're
were
watching-
I don't think they knew what planet they
But
were
we're watching
on, dude.
Seven, and that's crazy.
Seven is
movie.
such a good movie.
It is, but like some of the, you know,
Watching it while you're high is
yeah,
insane.
that's what I'm saying.
Especially when they were definitely like 17.
Yeah.
because they left and didn't come back,
Seth,
right?
Seth runs out of the theater. Seth gets up to go to the bathroom, and the kids get up at the same time, and Seth runs. He just runs because he thinks he's gonna get stabbed.
No, legitimately, because I thought they like knew. I thought they were like, I genuinely was like sketched out because they
They're
were sitting
at the
right
serial
behind
killer
us.
movie, trying to learn how to kill people.
Yeah. And then if you could, I wish you could see the cameras at the Megaplex because, if you saw me coming out of the theater, you see me run and then you see me peek around the corner to see what they do. Oh, so funny.
What would you have done if they chased you?
I mean,
Should have done a lap and then come and grabbed us.
probably do a lap, come grab you guys. Or like, I know all the emergency exits where they lead, back way corridors. Like, I know everything at that Megaplex, so I'd be able to avoid them pretty easily.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the rom-coms though.
Yes.
Well, how long we been going?
58 minutes.
Should we just throw our favorites out there and just?
Yeah, let's just throw a couple favorites and then end out.
Okay, yeah, F me, right?
Well, how many more you got?
Just 6.
So 3.
Yeah, three questions. That's it.
Okay, let's
All
do
right.
3 questions. Then we each just give our favorite rom-com all time. Then we go.
Okay. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
We already did that.
No, we didn't.
Oh, we're
Now
doing
you're
it.
back to
Yeah,
these?
now those two are going against each
How
other.
does a guy in 10
Scott
days?
Pilgrim versus the World.
I'm picking Scott Pilgrim.
It's like
I'm the deciding factor there. When Harry Met Sally, 10 Things I Hate About
when
You.
Harry
Met
met
Sally.
Sally.
That's actually a pretty tough one, though,
No, it's
honestly,
not.
when
It's
you think
not.
about
It's
it.
literally
no-brainer.
not.
10 Things I Hate About You is one of
It's
the...
a no-brainer.
Like, and I are like,
Well, okay, but for you guys, obviously, but 10 Things I Hate About You is one of the highest rated rom-coms.
yeah, no, absolutely.
And it's like one of the most talked about as being one of the best rom-coms ever made.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
Well,
when
I
Harry
mean,
Met
it's-
Sally is like
It's definitely one of
pinnacle.
those that, like, I think it's probably one of the first, like, rom-coms that a lot of people see. It's like one of those classics that, like, is PG-13, so you can show your kids it.
Fair. It's a good movie.
But no, it's a great movie. It's just
you just hate it. Crazy Rich Asians, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall for me.
yeah.
Fair. Okay, now we're gonna leave out we all know When Harry Met Sally wins, but we're gonna do Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I might go Scott Pilgrim, but yeah, now we've got Forgetting Sarah Marshall, When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, When Harry Met Sally.
When Harry
Sally
Met
wins.
Sally.
Yeah.
The GOAT. Legitimately, in that to transition, it's the greatest rom-com of all time. It's one of the greatest movies of all time. It literally designed how rom-coms are made, and the recipe for rom-coms. Like, I can't get over that movie. I can't wait for the Materialists, and I hope it has some of those same vibes.
I would say When Harry Met Sally is my favorite too, but I will throw out some of my other favorites is Notting Hill,
Oh,
Pretty Woman, 50 First Dates.
yeah.
And I don't know if this counts, but Cha Cha Real Smooth is always just one of those
Yeah.
ones. And I was going to say Past Lives isn't really like humor at all, but like it's more
that's
just
just
romance drama.
It's just a rom-som.
But that's my list.
Somber
My list that I
romance.
made is just called Love and Stuff, and so I put that in there. Like,
Nice, dude. King?
that's in there. But yeah.
Yeah. Jax?
Sleepless in Seattle. Good
King?
movie. We were just talking about that one. Does The Princess Diaries 2 count as a rom-com?
Absolutely.
Banger.
Yeah.
Banger. Yeah, I don't know. Those two.
Banger films.
And I mean, I obviously the other ones that we just talked about also on that list, but to give you some that we didn't just talk about.
yeah.
I was going to say I watched a random movie. This is just Super Side Parenthood. Have you seen it?
With,
What's his name? Steve Martin.
I've heard of it, have not seen it.
Okay,
Haven't seen it.
let me just say who was in this movie though. Steve Martin, Mary Steenburgen. Is that how you say it? Steinbergen. Rick Moranis. Then you got Keanu Reeves, Joaquin Phoenix. Like the whole thing was just like stacked of like when they were young.
Did it suck?
It's fine. It was okay. But my favorite part is it has Colt from Three Ninjas when he's a little kid.
Does
Nice.
it? Oh, that's sick.
And I was like, he's in it for like 5 minutes.
Oh,
But like
cool,
that's
cool.
the first thing is I'm like, this cast is
That's
stacked.
king
Automatic
shit.
5 stars.
They brought him in then?
Do you want to know what my actual fave rom-com is? Hitch.
Oh yeah, Hitch is
Oh,
great.
Hitch is a banger,
Yeah.
dude.
I love that movie.
That movie's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd put that in like a top 10 rom-coms.
I would too.
What about top 5?
Like, you want my top 5 right now?
Would you put Hitch in it?
No.
Then no, I don't want your top 5.
Yeah. F me, right? No, but this was a good episode.
It was.
We're at an hour and 2, so we'll wrap up. Thank you guys. Episode 18. It is kind of crazy. Like 18 episodes. There's been a lot of this, and thanks for letting us take a break, or me take a break last week. Jax Pete on Letterboxd, Lando Pete on Letterboxd, Saurus 19 on Letterboxd. Me and my girlfriend are telling everybody that we met on Letterboxd, just considering the fact that after I reviewed Pride and Prejudice, that's what got her to like reach out to
After
me.
he ghosted her.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
Anyway, have a good day.
Yep.